What's up guys, and welcome back with some more Arknights, and today we're going to be checking out the Oversimplified A Walk in the Dust event story video. So shout out to Frostbite once again for that, and I just want to make this extremely clear so you guys know for future events in the game and stuff, we're still going to read other events on stream. We're still obviously going to play stages for other events. Like, I played the Walk in the Dust stages, but I didn't get to read the event. And also another reason that we're doing this is because I have a lot of videos to work on. There's a lot of streams, other games, other series that I have to work on, so I can't, like, I'm not going to be able to spend a bunch of time reading, like, certain past events. Other ones will I choose to read? Yes, just depending on what it is for the older ones. But in this instance of where I do want to get to Chapter 9 at a decent rate, so I could actually read that on stream and play it, this is the best option. So just keep that in mind, because I don't want anybody thinking, oh, he's never going to read any events ever again. I am. We're still going to read specific events and stuff, and new events that come out. So just keep that in mind. We just have a lot of other stuff going on the channel, and I'm trying to figure out how to organize everything so it flows correctly. Okay, so just bear with me. But yeah, link to this original video will be in the description box below. I want to make sure we give credit, so subscribe to Frostbite, leave a like on their video. I know this video is about Cal, and I saw some people say you should read it before Chapter 9. Some other people were like, you shouldn't. I mean, it's sort of whatever. So here we are, A Walk in the Dust story. Let us do it.
Ah, yes.
Ah.
Where are we going? In the current A Walk in the Dust event, we follow the story of kal'tsit's journey through different time in Terra. In this event there are 4 different parts of story timeline.
I mean, she's pretty old, yeah.
On kal'tsit and her journey, before Rhodes Island exist. So without further ado...
I mean, you got, what, Cal that was probably slaughtering people. You got Maid Cal, Butler Cal. Cal, it sounded like I said Cal. I was saying Cal. Excuse me. I didn't know there was a Butler Cal. And also, if I sound a bit different, it's because it is, like, early in the morning. So in the morning, I do sound like this. Just a little FYI. And then you have Dr. Cal.
Let's dive into the story.
Continue.
First, the story started in the present day, year 1098.
Okay.
Supposedly after the event of Chapter 8. We follow Caesar and Heather Rain on a mission in Sargon, Ibid region, to retrieve some experimental medical materials. They'd reach the mission location to meet other operators and retrieve the material, but they found no one else there. Suddenly, a mysterious guy approached them. I guess there's no need to be so
Is that Passenger?
Mysterious here. This guy,
or am I stupid?
Elliot Glover, also known as Passenger,
yes,
is the leader of the little black market in the area, and apparently knew about the transaction of this experimental material. But Elliot doesn't care about the material, or the operators that went missing. He told Caesar and Heather Rain, both the operators and the goods are fine. Elliot was more curious about their company, Rhodes Island, and a certain individual, that is none other than kal'tsit.
Right.
At this part, the story shifts to 22 years ago.
Older than me.
Ibid region. The 16-years-old Elliot Glover was working as a research assistant under guidance of Professor Thorne. Professor Thorne and his group, known as the Sand Soldiers, were making some kind of originium engine as a new power source prototype. But alas, the prototype can also be used as a massive destruction weapon. 'Cause
why not? Everything's a damn weapon in this game. All these machines just used to just cause chaos. Turn people into creatures, whatever, man.
That can easily destroy half of Sargon.
'Cause why not?
About this new prototype potential, some local Lord Emir and Padishahs of Sargon were trying to take the prototype by force using army and mercenaries, eventually killing all Sand soldiers except Elliot. kal'tsit, who is at that time working as a security advisor for a company from Colombia, managed to save Elliot and the prototype from the Padishah mercenaries.
Oh, okay, so Cal rescued.
To prevent the prototype from falling into the wrong hand. She told Elliot that she knows Professor Thorne, and convinced Elliot to come with her unit in the meantime. They are driving back to Columbia, but on their way, one of their group betrayed them.
This is the same thing with the last event that we had watched a video on. Always somebody in the group betraying you. Like, you can't trust anybody in this thing.
Presumably to take the prototype, and sells it to other individuals. kal'tsit and the others were forced to retreat into a cave.
Wonderful.
Inside, this group who were with kal'tsit was about to kill her, and using Elliot and the prototype as a bargaining chip. Since they knew very well there will be many mercenaries targeting them. But kal'tsit managed to persuade them. Of course, these guys know better to not provoke kal'tsit and her spine.
yeah, and her spine. Yeah, one look at Monster and they're just like, okay, yeah, I'll listen to you. We were heading out anyways. We were leaving.
She then told them to go to Minos, instead going back to Columbia. After giving them detailed route to Minos, kal'tsit and Elliot goes to town of Reef Steep to find someone who can provide a way out for them out of Sargon to Ursus. Later inside the town, kal'tsit managed to find someone who can help them. Some mysterious fortune teller by the name of Eisen. Old Eisen agreed to help them, but he wants an ancient gold coin
Toss a
as
coin to
payment,
your Witcher, yeah.
and kal'tsit must help him remember his past. She agreed, and was about to give him the coin. But Eisen prophesied that she must pay it back 22 years later. Old Eisen has been lived for more than 100 or even 1,000 years. He said he once served the Padishah of Reef Steep hundreds of
Why is
years
everybody
ago,
in this game so old?
believing himself to be the Padishah friend and guardian. But kal'tsit with her knowledge managed to make him remember his true past. Old Eisen once served as a court jester for the Padishah. But the Padishah used some arts technique to him that manipulate his mind and seemingly extend his life.
Ooh.
Later,
Not the
kal'tsit
most
managed
ideal
to
way to stay
sabotage
alive that long,
mercenaries
huh?
that were chasing her and Elliot. She prepared some stuff and headed to Ursus, using the route from Eisen. But Elliot decided to stay, to avenge his professor. Knowing about the device he's holding can cause massive destruction. He then destroyed the prototype by smashing it to the ground, but accidentally infecting himself with an originium inside the device. Foolishness, Elliot. Foolishness.
Bro was trying to destroy the machine, ended up messing up, and got himself infected. That's gotta be one of the dumbest ways to get infected. Like that's actually like on the list. Yeah, that actually might be the dumbest way that I've heard that happen to somebody in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
kal'tsit doesn't seem care too much about it, since the device threat is gone. After treating Elliot's wound, she then headed to Ursus, while Elliot living with old Eisen and working as an apprentice craftsman, waiting the perfect time for revenge.
I mean, at least you got rid of the thing, yeah?
The story centered 17 years ago in Ursus. After kal'tsit arrived in Ursus, she became one of the scientists that working on Chernobog's sarcophagus.
I've been saying Ursus this whole time. Ursus? Okay, maybe it's just how the AI is saying it. Okay, anyways.
Because of her work, she later nominated as a Dame of Ursus. But after the massacre of sarcophagus scientist by Ursus Grand Duke, kal'tsit was forced to fake her death.
Oh.
And then laying low in the countryside of Ursus. One day, Lilia, one of the survivor from sarcophagus massacre and Philinic's mother, managed to find kal'tsit. She then asked her help to kill Grand Duke Vania,
okay,
who was presumed to be responsible for the massacre. kal'tsit initially asking Lilia if it is really necessary, but she was determined to avenge her colleague and husband, who also
there must be
worked in
blood.
that sarcophagus. kal'tsit then agreed to help her. After careful planning, they arrived in a sanatorium where Vania stayed. kal'tsit disguised herself as a servant, while Lilia as a personal doctor.
Okay, so
kal'tsit
that's
then
why she was
proceeded
dressed
to
up like
enter the
that.
room where Vania is currently resting.
Makes sense.
However, he already knew that kal'tsit was not a simple person. But instead of alerting the guard, he accepted his fate and sins.
Oh wow.
kal'tsit and Vania had some long conversation. And after that, she injected a neurotoxin to Vania. Before his peaceful death, he gave kal'tsit and Lilia some time to escape.
So he actually just, like they had just said there, he actually just accepted it. He knew what he did, they had a conversation about it after, and my guy had a peaceful death. It doesn't sound like Lilia over here, like want a dude to have a peaceful death in the first place, but I mean...
Not letting anyone to enter the room in the next 1 hour.
Maybe
Lilia
she changed her
and kal'tsit
mind.
then flee the scene. Lilia headed to Sammy, while kal'tsit taking Loudmiller to Syracuse, the daughter of her colleague in sarcophagus study. Well, you might know Loudmiller as Crown Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
4 years
Crown
later,
Slayer.
13 years ago from the present day, kal'tsit attends a party at the house of Count Vincent of Torin, in Victoria Border. She attends the party to receive a letter from her friend, Mr. Thompson. kal'tsit and Thompson has been working together to provide intel to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But Thompson couldn't come to the party because of his injury.
His
Instead, her
injury.
daughter, Heidi,
Oh,
snuck away
Heidi.
to have some fun at the party, and at the same time delivered the letter. There's a lot of talking about Arknights' world in this part. One of them are the hanging of Victorian king, and is now a country without a true ruler. Later, when Heidi and kal'tsit were talking, kal'tsit noticed some black snow, or black mist around the manor garden. Doesn't care about the storm outside. She tells Heidi to make sure no one goes out.
Ooh.
kal'tsit headed to the garden, and oh boy. One of Ursus' elite royal guard is
I knew
here.
it. I knew it.
Emperor's blade.
I knew it was gonna be freaking Emperor's Blade. Once they said Black Mist, I was like, oh no. They could mean one thing. Freaking Emperor's Blade. Oh god, I to this day that's still one of the worst boss fights. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
He was dispatched to hunt and
Everybody
eliminate
hates Emperor's
kal'tsit,
Blade, dude.
who are involved in the assassination of Grand Duke Vania. This guy will stop at nothing to achieve his goals.
You don't say.
To the point of entering Victoria, and even will kill all witnesses inside the manor. After a short talk, kal'tsit enters the battle. Both are strong. The Emperor's Blade has the same strength as Monster.
Wow.
But Monster damaged the Pursuer's armor. kal'tsit then tells him, if he doesn't want the demon inside him to be unleashed, he will need to retreat. Knowing the consequences if his armor break and the demon taking him over, the Pursuer withdraws.
Yeah.
Discussing about this demon and Emperor's Blade deserve a different video.
Okay.
So let's just say, inside Emperor's Blade body, there is a demon shard inside their armor, which empowers them. One thing led to another.
Okay.
kal'tsit and Vincent agrees to keep this incident as a secret. kal'tsit then reads the letter from Heidi. One of them is from Teresa, telling her that she and Teresis are still working together to rebuild Kazdel. She also tells kal'tsit that the engineers from Rimbilliton managed to find a ruins that match kal'tsit description. And from here, we witness the birth of Rhodes Island.
Ah, okay, and that's how that all comes
kal'tsit
together.
then says her farewell to Heidi and Vincent, presumably to Kazdel or Rimbilliton, leading to the story of Dark Knight's memoir.
Ah, which I read. I read that on stream, Dark Knight's memoir.
3 years ago from the present day, Elliot finally avenged the Sand Soldiers, killing the Padishah who killed his professor, and burned his whole town to the ground.
Wow.
Sounds like a war crime enthusiast. He will fit right in inside Rhodes Island.
Yeah.
Old Dyson
Oh my
also had a
god.
dream about his past. There thousands of years ago, he sees kal'tsit, standing beside the Padishah he served, before a great conquest towards Terra's southern region. So it can be said that kal'tsit is at least 1,000 years old.
Yeah, ancient. Fossil.
Back to the present day. Elliot managed to convince Caesar and Heaverain to take him to Rhodes Island by offering his knowledge and asking if they have that old gold coin from 22 years ago. Heaverain realized that kal'tsit gave her the gold coin for this meeting with Elliot. Several days later, Passenger officially becomes an operator in Rhodes Island. He then meets kal'tsit. It's a pretty nice scene, where 3 people from her past come together.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy because she saved him when he was a kid. changed the whole path of his life, really, yeah?
Elliot, Lilia's daughter, Louisa, and
Oh.
a package from Heidi. Passenger asks if she will point a new direction for him. But before that, she will introduce Passenger to us, the Doctor. Overall, it's a great story to learn more about kal'tsit. Not only kal'tsit has been a part of Terra's history, but she herself is the history.
That's actually pretty
That
cool.
should be all. Don't forget to save your orundum for our ex-wife. Adios.
Okay, round of applause for that video. That was very good. I mean, obviously you're not gonna have everything included into like a summary video like this, but just to get the general gist of the event. So I'm sure if at any point I do want to like see specific things about that event, I could always just, you know, try to skim through on my own time and read like some parts of it. But that was good. That was really interesting to see like what was going on with Cal all that time ago, and the fact that Cal is that ancient. I mean, I've known, because everybody always says, and there's been things in the game that it was like shown like, yeah, no, she's pretty old. She's pretty old. But it was cool to see how Passenger came to become Passenger, you know, how he even got infected in the first place. Freaking what's going on with Emperor's Blade over there, which, oh god, that dude is a, like, the Emperor's Blades are just, I hate Emperor's Blades. They're so annoying. They're like, I think like just about all of us could agree with that. I don't think I know many people that are like, oh man, I love Emperor's Blade. Watch, there's gonna be somebody in chat that's gonna say that now, and it'd be funny. But yeah, Walk in the Dust. So once again, I did just want to check this out and get it, like, at least a decent summary on it of what was going on with the event, because I want to hop into Chapter 9 pretty soon, which I'll play on stream, I'll read on stream also. Like, that will be done, like, at the same time, like we did for Chapter 8. And every other chapter, so just keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure there's also an Arknights event that's coming up soon. I feel like it has to do with characters, it'll have to do with music or something. Like, there's a character that their name is like Caesarni or something like that. That's a whole nother thing, so I don't know if we'll do that first and then Chapter 9, but I just want y'all to know, I'm still going to be streaming this game, okay? I don't worry, don't be scared or anything. I'm still gonna be streaming this game. I'll still drop videos on this game. It's just a lot of other games and stuff on the channel I'm trying to figure out, and just the order that I'm doing everything with the anime reactions and such, and streaming other games. I just have to figure it out. So it's a lot of brainstorming of how I'm gonna schedule things. So just please be patient. That is all I ask. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you enjoyed, subscribe to Frostbite also. Help them out very much over there. Discord servers in the description box below. Y'all stay safe out here. Have a happy holidays, and as always, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K Experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.